Did you know that you can slide a wig on top of them things? Did you know that you can put braids on top of them? Oh, okay. Just checking for the girlies that need a switch up. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel for another video. So listen, like with anything, there are pros and cons, okay? And microlocks are no different. And I just had to start the video off with this because, honey, some of the girls wanted to tussle in the comment section of my last video. If you have not seen my previous video, go ahead and check that out. It is titled, Do Not Get Microlocks If. Honey, if, okay? Listen, y'all, with everything, there are pros and cons. And like I said, microlocks are no different. So today, let's talk about the pros. Let's talk about the advantages of having microlocks.
Soften up the mess, drop it in the water, let the daughter find an image with the rest.
Let's talk about the obvious. That microlocks are low maintenance. You heard me, low maintenance, not no maintenance. Now, when I say low maintenance, I mean it's a very easy, manageable hairstyle. It does not require a lot of manipulation. Honey, you are only getting reties about every 6 to 8 weeks. Some people, maybe even longer, because we have some of the girlies that like to push the reties. Honey, do you, that's your business. But either way, microlocks are a low maintenance hairstyle. When I say low maintenance, all you have to do is fluff and flip, okay? Literally, you decide what side of your hair that you want your part and you're gonna flip that hair over to the side. That's all you're doing. Now, if you wanna be a little fancy girl, go ahead and find you a cute little updo, you know, something along those lines. But if you're anything like me, honey, I am always running behind. So what do I have to do? Girl, snatch the bonnet off the head, fluff and flip. That's all I have time for. Give me about a good minute or two and your girl is out the door. That's it, that's all. Talking about a quick and easy hairstyle, let's talk about the versatility, okay? Honey, if you don't want to fluff and flip, if that is not your thing, you might need to flip and lay it, you know, get a little swoop to the side. Honey, the microlocks are for you, okay? Because you can do all of those things. That's what makes microlocks so versatile. It does not limit you in the hairstyles that you decide to do. Baby, if you want to put a wig on top, if you still want to get some braids, you can do that too. Now, I'm not here to say whether I recommend or not because your girl might be trying it out a time or two. Who knows? Never say never. But there are so many things that you can do. You are not limited to the hairstyle. So girl, live it up, honey. Find you a cute hairstyle, experiment with the styles, but don't do it too tight, okay? Because we don't want the locks to thin with all the pulling and manipulation. So be a little gentle. Another advantage to having microlocks is they give you a fuller look. And if you don't believe me, baby, girl, whatever side the screen is on, if you don't believe me, honey, I am here to tell you the microlocks will do it for your girl every time. Now, if you are one of those that have fine low density hair, you may suffer from alopecia. Now, I want to do a whole video on alopecia and microlocks, but today is not the day. But for some people, having alopecia, it does give you a fuller look and it does help you to cover some of those thinner areas. So honey, microlocks for the win. Check. Another advantage to having microlocks is having a simple wash day, a simple wash routine. I don't know about y'all, but the detangling as a loose natural, girl, I was in there all day long, okay? Then not only do you have to sit in there all day long detangling, once you finish detangling, girl, what you gonna do with that mop once you done? And listen, don't come for me for calling it a mop. But seriously, this with microlocks is not that, honey. If you are still in your braid and banding era, honey, you braid that hair up, you wash it, you allow it to fully air dry, you take it down, and you are done, honey. That is how easy it is. You get you a little shampoo. If you are one of the girls that like to use conditioner, you would do that, but that's it. That's all. That is all that it comes with when we are talking about microlocks. And that is why I absolutely love them, honey, because the wash day, girl, give me a good 15 minutes. I'm done. If that, and that's only because I'm probably going to wash it twice. And I might go back if I realize that I left a little shampoo up in there. You know what I'm saying? But we're not gonna be in the shower or hovered over the sink all day long. It's not necessary, girl. This is the one that I love: healthy hair and the growth. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Microlocs is going to grow your hair, honey. If your hair was not growing before you got Microlocs and it was growing at a slow rate, it's still going to grow at a slow rate now that you have Microlocs. But, having Microlocs will help you to retain the growth. You heard me. You heard me. Microlocks helps to retain the growth. It helps you to maintain healthier hair. And that is because there is low manipulation. And that's because you're not manipulating your hair as much as you would as a loose natural. You're not having to figure out different styles, doing all the pulling and tugging. You're not flat ironing and having to blow dry. You know what I'm saying? You don't have all of that manipulation, because it's not that your hair wasn't growing. It was probably breaking off and you just wasn't seeing the growth. So that is not to say that your locks won't break off, because they absolutely will. Okay, if you do a little bit too much, girl, you get a little cutesy with the hairstyles a little too often, a little too tight, you might lose a lock or two. Okay, it's bound to happen. And even if you don't do all of those things, you're still subject to probably lose a lock. It just comes with it. But you are more likely to retain the length because you are locked. Because you are more likely to retain the length because you are locked. All of that shedded hair, honey, is not falling to the floor no more. The hair is staying inside your locks. It's trapped into your locks, which is what helps to give your hair a fuller look over time if you are a thin, fine hair baddie, okay? So, Microlocks, did the fullness get you for the girls that have low density hair? No? What about the length, girl? How long you want your locks to grow? I ain't for sure yet. I'm thinking mid-bag, somewhere up in there. We'll see. Girl, she might be looking for tailbone. Who knows? But the growth is there. Weather friendly. Sweater weather. Microlocks is weather friendly hair. And what I mean by that is, if your locks are not fully matured, and even if they are fully matured, what you don't have to worry about is the frizz. So if your hair is not fully matured, more than likely you're dealing with frizz already. So whether it is extremely humid outside, or girl, you get a little drizzle or some rain. Now, though you may melt, honey, what won't happen is it won't affect your hair. As a matter of fact, girl, some of us might enjoy the rain just a little bit. Just a little. Now, I ain't speaking for everybody, but a little water ain't never hurt nobody, honey. This hair is definitely weather friendly. So don't worry about the humidity. Not only is it weather friendly, but when it comes time to vacations, girl, the dew is already doing. Who needs the bohemian braids with the wave? Girl, we waving. We waving. We don't need it. So yes, weather friendly. Thank you. Thank you. Last but not least, don't come for me. I'm going to tell you out the gate, do not come for me. All right? But I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know. Last but not least, it is a money saver. And I know y'all thinking, Keeks, wait a minute, girl, because in your other video, you talk about all the financial obligation. Okay, well, yes, it is a financial obligation. The initial install costs money unless you are a DIYer. But in addition to that, you have to have your reties done consistently. Now, with that being said, when I say money saver, I'm talking about all those products that you used to have as a loose natural. All those products that you used to have when you had that Tex-Lax or that perm. Yeah, go up under your cabinet and look at all those products that you used to hoard, or everything that you wanted to try because you had all that body. You know what I'm saying? Girl, come on. With Microlocs, we don't need that. Girl, give us some water to keep the hair moisturized, a nice little oil, something along that. If you want to slick the edges, a nice little edge gel. That's it. That's all. That's all you need. Clarifying shampoo, maybe a leave-in conditioner if that's what you want. But to say that we have all of these products that we need for no ma'am, no ma'am, we don't need all those no more. So is it a money saver? Absolutely, honey. You will not be over here just buying up products just because not with locks. It ain't necessary. Honey, let me show you the stuff that I threw away once I locked my hair. Yeah, she did that. And guess how many products that she has now? Maybe like 3, 4. That's it. That's all. That's all we need. So yes, having microlocks is a money saver. Though we can do protective styles over top our microlocks, you're not going out here getting the tape ins, you're not going out here buying the weaves, getting the braids, all of these things that you're not consistently having to pay to get your hair done. So you are in fact saving money when it comes to these micro locks and our sister locks, whichever one that you decide to go with. But either way, honey, the tiny lock community girls got your girl in a chokehold. And I'm trying to bring all the girls with me and guys, because honey, she's beautiful. All right, y'all. If you are thinking about micro locks, it comes with its pros and cons, and micro locks are not without its cons. But what I can tell you is the pros far outweigh the cons. So, if you are considering getting micro locks, girl, what you waiting on? Now, are you trying to decide on how you want them installed, girl? Do you want braids, twists, interlocking? What you waiting on? Because that's what you probably should be contemplating, because it surely ain't whether you should get them or not, because the answer is always yes. All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning into my channel. As always, I love you and God bless. Girl, get the locks. They're fabulous.